Hello producers, it's Özgün here. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to create your own kicks, and mostly I'm gonna focus on big room techno style kicks, and you can just make it from Flex. You don't need anything else. Inside of the Flex, you can create your own kicks, shape it, and use it on your tracks. And today we are gonna take a look how to create kicks from Flex, and then we are gonna process them. And also I'm gonna give the free samples so you can use the kicks that we made in this project. And if you're ready, let's get into the tutorial. Okay guys, I create just a basic loop. I have a lead and some drums and bass. All you need to do is put a flex, and then we are gonna go blazing algo kicks. So there are several kick packs inside of the flex and they are free. I was testing the blazing, but we can take a look with others as well. Just double click the preset and go to the piano roll. You are going to see hundreds of different kicks. It's not like notes as you usually see in the piano roll, but instead there are tons of kick samples. When you click them, you can hear them. Those are the basic kicks, you know, all of them different, got different character. All we need to do is put the MIDI like this. And you know, I always load the LFO tool to my master and just checking the waveform of the kick. If you don't know what to do, if you don't know what to expect, you can always compare it with the sample pack kicks and try to match it. Now we are going to go to the macros and shape the kick. Let's see how it sounds when it default. I don't like to use stereo tools because I like to use the kick mono. That's why I'm gonna keep the mono at maximum. But we can just distort the signal. So as you see, when I give groove, just makes the punch a bit bigger. I'm not sure if I want it. My point is I just need a shape that has a nice transient in the first click and then a decent punch, but not more than the transient or the bass. It should be balanced. So we are aiming to do that when we are working with the macros. Maybe we can give a bit rectify, which is a distortion. It just kills the phase of the kick, so I'm not gonna use it. It difference, you know, it can make it worse in this kick, but when you go another kick in here, it can sound so good. You should tweak the macros while you are looking the waveform of the kick. Like notch is always changing the phase. That's why I will probably not gonna use it. And just keep it like this. Now we are half there. Let's saturate the signal a bit with using overdrive. And after that we can just EQ it. Some trick for you, if you dip like the 300 to 500 Hertz, you will get more relaxed mix down, if it makes sense. It will prevent you to get a muddy mix. That's why I like to do that. Most of the sample pack kicks already dipped, so don't do it without checking it. Let's see how it's gonna sound. I'm finding the most resonating part and just dipping it a bit. And why not, let's boost a bit of the lows. Now it sounds really decent and it looks good, you know, it looks like a proper kick now. And the next thing I'm gonna do, just clip my kick, and it's kinda mastering, but I don't using any limiter or something. I'm just clipping it. So it means I'm just gonna try to boost it as much as I can. I think now it's proper. It's not clipping. We made it maximum as much as we can. The clipping also adding a bit of the distortion to the sound. And it's probably needed to have a more rich spectrum response. Let's hear it in the track. First, I will balance my kick and bass. So that's number one. We already made a really nice kick. All you need to do is just consolidate this track. That's all we need. Now we have the kick. Okay, so let's make another one. Okay, now I'm gonna duplicate it. And also I'm gonna duplicate both of the channels. So because I'm gonna do a different processing for the next kick. Let's copy paste the MIDI. Now we can just take a look for another kick. This one actually take my interest because like as you realize it has a bass inside it. Now it's a bit silent, you cannot hear it, but it's a bit longer than a kick. It has kinda the techno big room rumble inside it. If you use the MIDI short, the kick is gonna be short. But if you make a long line, then it's gonna play the whole sample. Now this is a really nice kick because if we don't like to use the bass, we can just cut it from the sample, or we can just use its tail with like our main bass. So now now we can try to shape the sound. This is creating a totally different vibe, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it like that. Yeah, now we are talking. I'm lowering the volume to see it because if it's clipping, I cannot see if it's more than 0 dB. Some growl, it's kind of adding a top end, like a texture. And if I remove the mono, the texture becoming so much cooler, you know, it's really becoming white. I'm not sure what self mode does. Probably compressing the signal, I think. It sounds good. Yes, now I think this is a usable kick now. Let's go post-processing. Let's give some overdrive. And try to dip this area again. It's really fat kick now. Let's test it inside of the track. I'm gonna test it without the bass because we are just generating the rumble from the kick. That's why we don't need an external bass now. Of course, we are clipping as hell. Let me turn on the clipper. Okay, if you check, you should be realized the click of the kick is not enough. You can layer another kick, but since this is a kick tutorial, I choose to boost the click of the kick. So till I get a decent looking in here. Just like that. And don't forget the clip. I will reduce the overall volumes before sending the kick to clipper. So this is gain staging. If I send too much information to the clipper, I get too much distortion. To prevent that, we should send the clipper a lower signal. Maybe even less. Now we can boost and clip it from here. And I like to test the kick, how it's gonna sound when I master the track. I'm just giving it several dBs of volume and I see is it working with a mastered track or not. Now it's really proper, it's cutting through the mix really easily. I totally like that one. Now let's render this. I'm just rendering it, without master FX because I don't give you a mastered sample. I'm still clipping the sample, but I'm having headroom. So you can use it in your tracks without having problems. Okay, let's label them. And I think we can make one last kick. Let's put it in here, make unique. And yeah, we have the fresh layer. And I'm gonna go to flex. Okay, let's try this algo this time. Yes, that one is really nice. It has a cool punch. This time we can try to make more EDM kind of sounding kick. Let's disable everything from master, from channel, and let's start tweaking it while checking the LFO tool. Can we make it longer, maybe with giving a bit more decay? No, it seems the envelope's not working in this case. I like the kick, but I find it too small. I mean, too short. I think we can still use it. Just giving a small overdrive. Again, this area is creating some mud. But if you reduce it too much, it's gonna lose the body. That's why you gotta do it really small and compare and check if it still has the body, still has the power. All I'm doing is coloring the kick. Now we have a proper looking waveform. Let's just give it more clip and we are probably done with it too. It sounds nice too. Let's consolidate this one. And yeah, now we have 3 different kicks. I'm gonna give the one shots link to the description so you can just use it on your tracks. And with this, like there are hundreds of different kick samples inside of Flex and they are totally free and you can just process them totally free. So you don't need to dig that much. You can just make a kick and tweak the macros and fit it to your track. Alright guys, today that was it. I hope you can apply this to your own productions too. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.